day 6 of the World Championships. I'm here with Tracey Ferguson and Team Canada. They just faced Australia in their final preliminary round game. It was a tough 59-52 loss, but the good thing is that you guys are moving on to the second round. And what's the attitude around the team right now with coming off a little bit of a loss there?
You know, I think we played well for the entire game. There was a stretch in there that we just kind of let down, and that's what got us. But we know overall that we're on the right track. We're playing a really good brand of team basketball right now. So I think that there's optimism in a positive sense heading into the quarterfinals.
What's it like trying to, when a team gets hot like Australia seemed to do in the second half of that game, what's it like trying to battle through that and trying to get some momentum back?
You know, and usually we do a pretty good job. We've got to get the stops, and I think what hurt us is we kind of forced it a little bit on offense. Maybe we're starting to feel a little bit pressured on our end. So maybe when we had our chances to score, and we had some really good opportunities, which was positive, but we just kind of pushed a little too hard. So I think that we can take away from that and learn from it. So when we play Japan, we can stop those runs a lot sooner.
How much did turnovers play a factor in this game, for not only for Canada but for Australia? Both teams had a lot of turnovers. There seemed to be a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I think when you play a very pressing, up-tempo style of game, you're going to get a lot of turnovers. We benefited from them a lot in the first 3 quarters, and Australia took advantage in the fourth quarter of the turnovers they were causing. So we're going to take better care of the ball in the next game. It's precious, got to protect it, and we'll learn from that.
Great, thanks very much. Is there anyone at home that you wanted to say, give a shout out to, say hello?
I'd just like to say to my friends and family, thanks for all the support and all the emails that I've been getting and the phone calls that we've been getting. It really means a lot to the entire team, and especially, when we hear from our family and friends that they're cheering us on back home and know that we've got that extra support. So thanks, Mom, Lynn, and all my family.
Great. Well, Team Canada Women moving on to the second round, and later this afternoon, this evening, we have coming up Team Canada Men and another Australia-Canada match. We look forward to that. So I'm here with Brett Nagata. He's the athletic therapist for the men's national wheelchair basketball team. They just finished practicing here. We're actually downstairs at the NIA, secret facility. Not allowed to film here, so we're going to do this really, really quick. Brett, what is it, can you explain to the people back home, what is it that an athletic therapist such as yourself does? What's your role with the team?
Basically, I'm here to support the team medically. So prevent if there's any injuries, I'll take care of them best I could, as well as treating them after the fact. So in the clinic, after the games, I'll do some treatment as well.
What are some common treatments that you would apply on players?
Most of the players' injuries are shoulders and necks. Being in a seated position, they're always looking up at the basket. So that seems to be one of the key problems that they have. Surprisingly, fingers are not a problem that everyone thinks that it is.
Well, yeah, you see players, they tape their hands a lot, and I see some of this, some tape that people have on their arms. Could you maybe explain briefly what that is? Does that act like a tensor bandage, or what is this colored tape that I see a lot of players wearing?
The tape is called kinesio tape. It originated in Japan, and it's not anything new, but it seems to be used more often in the past few Paralympic Games. And it's an elastic tape that actually is used for different conditions, but one of the conditions is to alleviate any swelling by pulling the skin off of the tissue to allow lymphatic drainage.
Fascinating stuff. Well, thank you very much for your time, and we have the men's national team taking on Australia tonight. The winner of that game is going to finish first in their pool, and we're going to get to that action. Must be kind of bittersweet that, you guys you qualified, you're moving on to the second round, but you're also winning the preliminaries on a loss. So
it's one of those games that you can learn from. Doesn't hurt us a whole bunch, and sometimes you can learn from a loss, so it wasn't such a bad thing. But we knew they were going to come out, they were going to bang some chairs, and calls seemed to go their way a little bit, which that happens against them. So I don't know, we're looking forward to meeting up with them again, and we'll just come out with a little more intensity and play the same game strategy. I think our strategy was fine. We held their big top 3 to not very many points other than foul shooting. So I don't think we can.
What went wrong then?
We seem to get into a little bit of a panic. They're a gritty, mean in-your-face kind of team, and in the past we've been kind of the same way. And we, for some reason, about halfway through the game, we stepped back a little bit. And we laid off a bit, and on that team you can't do it. They turn it around on you, and they keep driving it at you. You can't let them get in your head.
Okay.
So I think we stick to the same game plan. We're looking forward to playing them again. So hopefully it happens, and we stick to the same game plan. I think we'll beat them next time.